Hi everyone, it's Jamie from anysoftwareyouwant.com, and in this video we're going to give you a lightning quick demo of our dataset that is 21 million websites with contact pages. We say it's 21 million, it's actually 21.8 million, but often websites go offline quickly, so we like to over-deliver there. So just to give you a brief overview of this dataset, it's huge at 21.8 million entries, and that's a data set that our crawlers have compiled, and we've only included websites that have contact pages. So this kind of huge data set is amazing if you want to do bulk outreach, because you know all these websites are functioning websites with a method of contacting the owners because they've got contact pages, and also we categorize all the websites for you so you can filter down to the niche you want, and you can really speed up that outreach process because you can go directly to the contact pages rather than having you or your team look on the home page. So let's have a quick browse through the dataset. So you can see we've got the domain name, we've got the contact page URL that we found. We also provide the website title and description, which we extract from the HTML of the website. We provide the TLD, so you can filter down to Canadian websites, for example. And we also provide a categorization. So we actually provide a primary and a secondary categorization, because often, for example, a blog can span multiple categories. And how we categorize a website is we have a predefined list of keywords, and then depending on which of those keywords we find in the website's description and title, we'll place it in a certain category. And something else we do, we provide a score. So that is how confident we are that that website fits in that niche. So if you're doing a campaign, doing an outreach campaign where you really need to be sure that you're only contacting certain websites, for example in the health niche, then you can put that score quite high, because if you're sending out contact form messages, for example, to websites where if they're not in the fitness niche, they may mark it as spam, etc. So if that is the case, then you can put that match score quite high, so you're confident every website you're reaching out to is in the correct niche. So now we'll run through a few quick demos of how you can filter this data set down to more precise targeting. We'll do it in the MySQL format, which you can see here, and we'll also do it in the CSV format that's provided. So in this example here, we've put together a small MySQL query, and that's filtered the data set down to any top-level domains that are co.uk, so any UK-based websites, and we've also filtered it down to any websites that are in the religion and spirituality niche, and you can see we've got well over 5,000 there. And for our next demo here, we filtered it down to websites that have London in either the website's title or the website's description. As you can see, we found 96,000 results. So now we're going to show you how to work with the CSV format copy of this data set. It's definitely simpler, but it's also definitely slower. So we normally recommend using the MySQL dump, but you can easily filter to TLDs and niches and whatever you want with the CSV format as well. It's just a little bit slower. So for this demo, we've got a little PowerShell command here, and it's just worth saying again that we will provide all training in a video format for how to load these big data sets into MySQL, how to do more advanced PowerShell searching. So even if you're not technical, we'll give you all the training in a video format that you need. So here we are going to filter down to only .co.uk websites. So we're going to change this from old search to co.uk. we hit enter, and then we'll come back in a few minutes and we should have our UK filtered CSV ready to inspect. So we've come back a few minutes later and you can see our UK filtered CSV is here. This was the original big data set and we filtered it down to only contain .uk lines. So you can see it is smaller now. It's 700,000 lines, but that's obviously still quite a hefty data set for UK targeted outreach, etc. And one of the other things you can do is, now the data set is a little bit smaller and manageable because we filtered it down to UK based website only, you can open it up inside a normal spreadsheet editor because it will be able to handle that smaller file now. Now for our final demo, we're going to filter down to all websites that are London based. So we've simply changed our filter here and our CSV output here. We kick that off and then we'll come back in a few minutes and have a look at our London filtered CSV. So we've come back a few minutes later and as you can see now we have a huge CSV that is filtered by keyword London. So all of these websites will have London in either their title or description, and as you can see most of them are UK TRDs. So this is a great data set for outreach if you're doing some kind of promotion in London. And as you can see, there's a huge amount of rows in here, not far off 100,000. So that concludes our demos. We hope you see how powerful these data sets are for lead generation and outreach and big data projects. And as I said earlier, full training is provided in video format that'll show you how to work with these large data sets with different PowerShell commands and how to set up MySQL so you can use a MySQL client to filter them by TLD and make more precise SQL statements, etc. So that's it for now, and as always, thank you for watching.